everyone, I am Misuzu from ATAGO. Thank you for joining today's colostrum seminar. For anyone who's watching on live, if you have any questions, please write in the chat box and I'll be answering them throughout the webinar. And for people who's not watching in live, if you have any questions or if there are any information you want to know, please email us. Our email address will be overseas@atago.net. So for today's seminar, we'll be talking about, as I said, colostrum. And I will be talking about what colostrum is, how it benefits, and I'll be focusing on colostrum for calves. And I'll be talking about our PAL-Colostrum and talk about a little of our PAL pH and then move to the actual measurement. So what is colostrum? Colostrum is a thick yellowish milk produced by mammals 12 to 24 hours postpartum. This means that it's the milk after a female animal gives birth. And this colostrum is highly nutritious and provides health benefit more than regular milk. It has higher proteins, fats, and vitamins. So there are three benefits of colostrums. It boosts immunity, it prevents and treats diarrhea, and also may have benefit gut health. So now I would like to talk about the colostrums, more focused on calves. So the important thing of colostrum is the quantity for calves is that within 4 hours after birth of a calf, like they must receive 10% of body weight or 4 liters of colostrum in order to have a good health. And for the quality of colostrum, the colostrum with above 5,000 milligrams of immunoglobulin is considered as good quality. So how would you know if it's good quality? In general, colostrometer or Brix Refractometer is used. So as you can see here, it's written Brix Refractometer, and I'll be focusing on Brix Refractometer because our PAL-Colostrum is a refractometer. I'll be talking about this in detail later. So not only after birth of a calf, but colostrum should also be measured after 12 to 24 hours after birth to get a good gauge of colostrum consumption by a calf. So you have to measure it after a calf is born, and after 12 to 24 hours by measuring the colostrum again, you can make sure that the calf is having enough colostrum. And it is said like the Brix will drop about 10% if the calf had received enough colostrum. And for the colostrum, the quality of colostrum decreases every hour after the birth. It is said that about 3.7% also decreases every hour. And a calf's ability to absorb antibodies directly into its bloodstream only lasts a few hours. So for additional measures, so for colostrum, it is very important to have a good storage. If the colostrum is not used soon, a bacteria will increase. It's said that about 20 to 30 minutes in room temperature, it will double the amount of bacteria. So if you're not going to use it soon, you can freeze it. And if it's frozen, it's said that you can store it for about 12 months. So when the Brix percentage is not enough or below 20%, colostrum powder is added to provide additional nutrients for calves. So the connection with colostrum in infants. So not all infants receive enough colostrum from their mother. Not all mammals that just give birth have the same amount of nutritions or the concentration of colostrum. So if an infant doesn't receive enough colostrum, it causes higher possibility for them to have infection and disease. So as I said before, by adding colostrum powders and making sure that the colostrum is over Brix 20%, we can know that a calf has enough colostrum. So as I said, in order to know the quality of colostrum, Brix Refractometer is used. So for people who don't know what a refractometer is, refractometer uses the light refraction to determine the concentration of sample. So by putting a sample on the sample stage, a light refracts and gets the concentration of a sample. So there are two types of refractometer for colostrum to measure colostrum. First is master series, which is an analog type. You put a sample and look through, and then you can get the concentration. And with PAL-Colostrum, which is the digital type, just by putting the sample on the sample stage, pressing the button, you can get the result easily. So I would like to talk about our PAL-Colostrum more in detail. So it is said that the ideal colostrum Brix level is above 20%. So you can see that if it's about 10 to 15, the colostrum quality is poor. And if it's about 15 to 20%, it's not that good, but it's okay. And if it's over 20%, you know that the quality of the colostrum is good. And not all colostrum standards are the same. It's different depending on the animal. So now let me talk about pH a little. So measuring pH is very important. By using pH, it helps to predict newborn animal delivery time by measuring pre-foaling secretions. So before giving birth, the pH is about 8 to 8.5. But if the delivery time is soon, the pH is about 6 to 6.5. And the benefit of using our PAL-pH is that you don't have to use any test strips, so you don't have to dip anything, or you don't have to you can use our PAL-pH anytime, not like test strips. If you measure one, you have to throw away. And compared to test strips, our PAL-pH is long lasting and it's also digital. So now let me go to our actual measurement. Are there any questions? No? Okay. So as you can see over here, this is our PAL-Colostrum. Before measuring, what I would like all of you to do is make sure to do the 0 setting. By putting water and pressing 0, then you can 0 set. Press start to make sure that it's 0. Now we can see that it is 0. Now let's wipe the water. Make sure that the water is not on the sample stage when putting on the sample. It will affect the measurement. So here I prepared a sample. Before measuring, make sure to mix to make it homogeneous. And let me take a few measurements. First one is 22.2. Second one is 22.2. The third one, 22.1. 22.1. 22. So we can see that the average is about 22, and as a result, we can see that this sample is good to give to the calves, and it's a good colostrum. And after the measurement, make sure to clean the sample stage. What I have here is water. However, you can wash it on a running water too. There's no problem. And make sure that there's nothing left in here. If there is anything left on the sample stage and it's built, it will affect the measurement later. So this is the measurement for PAL-Colostrum. So do you have any questions? No questions? Okay, thank you for watching our colostrum seminar. If you do have questions after the seminar, please feel free to send us an email. Our email will be overseas@atago.net, and we will be having a feedback form, so we will appreciate it a lot if you could fill the form. It will help us a lot. Thank you.